Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Stay right open. Go. Take right open.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Let's go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. First tone of the game for James Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Another one for Cook. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. This is complete to Neighbors. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. This throw is cupped. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Caught near the pylon. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it down to a single point. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over first down at their own 49-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Finding Judy. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. They put Flowers in motion right. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion right. From the 47. Completed to Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 37 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Gun to give to Etienne. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Decent 24.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
30 left.
Lawrence working from the gun. Neighbors with the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
All right, let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, run.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's taken in by Etienne. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Ungainable 11 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
Into the hands of Schultz. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the Sticks. Up to the line, and they're set, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's ETN headed left. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
ETN on the catch. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The 49ers hoping to break this tie before the half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Finding Flowers.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. We need to get it closer to the Sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the Sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Looking to throw it this time. He'll get this to ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the Sticks.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. And he gets in, touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds Neighbors right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second and 8. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And almost someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. From the 32. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Offense in the hurry up here. Connection made to Judy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Judy will go in motion right. Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. He fires one deep down the middle. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the 49ers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working quickly here. Finding Judy. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 11. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. Throwing from the gun. Touchdown, San Francisco! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hit of 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
Analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Got his target, it's Higgins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Lawrence working from the gun. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Bills tie us up 28-all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught by Flowers. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Completed to Flowers. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Dump off caught by his back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
They motion the slot man right. Still sticking with the passing game. He'll get this to Etienne. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll run, Etienne. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Offense up to the line fast. QB sneak coming. And they're able to touch him down, so that's gonna bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. 49ers in range for a game-winning score.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. And he runs it across, touchdown. The 49ers have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. Take right open.
Here he is to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, go. 30 left. I want to see you play this celebration. Take it to him. Let's get in that end zone.
He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Back to throw. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it here with ETN. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Judy there to grab it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
And he's brought down for a loss. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. This is complete to Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a 49er first down. Here's Etienne on the give. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Etienne again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw it. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. So everything comes down to this from Riley Patterson. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. One is good. And that, folks, is your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Moore with a return. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19. They're out and set. 1st and 10. One final shot here. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead.